Alright, here we go with the first coat of varnish on the Stan Craft. It's come a long way in the last couple of weeks here. You can tell by the reflection on the deck that the block sanding has really paid off. We've got a nice crisp reflection. You can kind of even see it on the back there. It's looking a little bit like a mirror laying on the deck, which is what we were trying to achieve with all the sanding and sweating. Now this is the first real point where you get to see just how much that sanding paid off. You watch the lines. Reflection on the deck doesn't swim. It's crisp. It's sharp. And looks like that mirror effect that we were trying to achieve. Now you can see that there is quite a substantial amount of varnish on there for the first coat. And this is where I tend to think most people make the mistake when they're putting on their first coat of varnish, is that because it's the first coat, they also think, or tend to view it as also probably the lightest of the coatings, which to me is a mistake. I think you need to more or less saturate the wood with the varnish to make sure that it's really down in the grain and has really grabbed hold of the mechanical tooth that you created with all the sanding. Now the first coat of varnish that I put on, believe it or not, actually takes the longest out of any of the coats that I do. Easily takes the longest. Like I said before, you want to saturate the wood, which also means some runs and some dribbles here and there. But that's what takes so long, is you have to stick around and you got to babysit it and make sure that you don't have any runs. You can see everything looks really fantastic. The hull's reflection is great. The back end, the showpiece of the torpedo, looks fantastic. You can see me there in the reflection. The color came out really nice. The varnish that I use, and the varnish that I've always used, is Epiphane's varnish. In my career, I've been around the block with more than one varnishes, and I've always come pretty much right back to this, and this is what I've settled on. It's not the easiest varnish to work with. Takes a little practice, but the results, in my opinion, cannot be surpassed once it's treated right. The gloss, the color retention, the depth of the finish, and the longevity of it just cannot be beat. Again, this is the first coat, and by coat 10 we are going to be rocking and rolling.